Good day. This is Ray. Today is Saturday, January 27th, 2024 from me. Another day of learning and growing. I hope that you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well and staying safe. So it's the end of January, and at the end of each month, I like to give a presentation of sorts about my financial journey to pay off almost $115,000 worth of consumer debt. Before I get to that, just want to kind of catch you up on what's going on with my professional life. So it was November of 22. I decided to go for one of the bigger career designations, which requires 5 courses to be able to get it. So I'm almost at the end of that journey. Glad to say that I finished the last of my coursework just a few days ago, and I'm registered to take the exam, which will be on February the 16th. So that means I have 20 days to finish preparation, taking practice quizzes, practice exams, going over some of the tougher material. But I'm glad to say that I chose the easiest class for last. A lot of the things that I'm dealing with are things that I've dealt with over the life of my career, and I'm celebrating. I'm just completing 12 years of service with my company. About to celebrate 13 years coming up shortly after I pass the exam. Yes, I'm going to say that. I'm going to pass the exam, be done with it, and have this career designation. And then what's next, I have no idea. Just kind of thinking through some things as to what I would like to accomplish this year. Get back into therapy for one thing, and also get my cooking skills up to par. I am cooking more, which I'm glad to say that. So let me go ahead and get into the numbers. And you can see my progress. Where do I want to start? So this month, actually, I'm sorry, but before I even do that, I'm kind of rusty at this. But this year, my consumer debt, I started off at $57,531.97, and this month I was able to pay off $906.97. Now, I'm not accelerating my debt pay down yet. I'm just paying the minimums of my 2 loans and my student loans, as well as the installment debt that I have on my home security system. Right now, my focus is to get my emergency fund completely replenished, because at one point I did have my baby emergency fund. So at one point I did have it at 100%, then just completely depleted that when I became a homeowner and got hit by sizable federal and state taxes. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to jump to my baby emergency fund next. So last month, my baby emergency fund was 70% funded. This month, it is 76% funded, which is an increase of 6%. I am hoping that I can get that fully funded by April at the latest. And if I do that, I'll be able to start just throwing as much money as I can towards the lowest debt, which is that installment plan on the security system, and then go to the next lowest debt, start throwing as much money as I can there, and so on and so forth, and then hopefully be debt free sooner than I anticipate. That being said, take a look at the debt from the beginning to where I am now. So as of June 2020, my consumer debt was $115,041.89. Consumer debt as of today is $56,625 even. Total amount paid off $58,416.89, which is approximately 51% of my original consumer debt. That is indeed what progress looks like. I paid off half of that, $115,041.89 in 3 years and 7 months. The first 2 years was a little bit easier because I was living at home with my parents, and we were under lockdown, and that definitely helped. But then, I became a homeowner, and My debt pay down has slowed down, and a couple of factors because of that is because, I'm paying a lot more. I've got a mortgage, paying HOA, paying electricity, paying gas, paying for medications, paying for, doctor's visits. All those things are factored in. Paying for food, of course, I got to eat. I'm not paying for any clothes. I haven't bought any new clothes in years. I'm not paying for vacations, not going out to the movies, not going to the club, not doing all these other things. So, I'm doing the best that I can with the resources that I have. And, I'm definitely grateful for that. As of today, I've been budgeting for 2 years and 8 months. And what does that mean? That means that every dollar I get, I give it an assignment. There is no guessing anymore. I know exactly how my money is going to be allocated, how it's going to be spent. And that's been great. And, some of the challenges I'm still facing is that it's not 80% right now. It's like 77% of my income is going towards fixed expenses and servicing debt, which leaves me a little bit over 20% of my income to be able to allocate towards everything else, which means doctor's visits, car maintenance, food, of course, fuel, subscription costs, which I don't have many of those. And so not a lot of room for other stuff. But I'm happy where I'm at. $56,625. That's like a very expensive car, a more expensive car than I would ever buy. And if I can get that paid off sooner rather than later, that's great. Currently, if I were to pay roughly $907 a month, then that means this year I pay off close to $11,000, a little less than that. But like I said, if I had my emergency fund fully funded this year, then I could potentially pay off $12,000, maybe even $13,000 worth of consumer debt, which would be fantastic. And unless you want to contribute to the cause and help me pay it down fast, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. I'm just grateful that I have a job. I'm grateful that I'm relatively healthy and stable, and I have my mortgage to pay off. And that's funny. I don't talk about the mortgage because the mortgage is the biggest part of my debt. And currently right now, as it is, my student loans are the biggest part of my consumer debt. That's 60% of my consumer debt, but my mortgage is pretty substantial. And the reason I don't is because of course I'm paying that debt down. If I wasn't, then I'd be recording this vlog from the streets. Because my parents won't let me back at home. I know that. So they tell me to just, keep going. Don't look back. I'm just kidding. They said that once when I went to college years ago, and I'm just kidding. Yeah, actually, I'm kind of not kidding. No, that's a video for another day. But this is progress, slowly but surely. And maybe you have a bigger consumer debt than I do, and you say, "Man, that's nothing." Compared to what I have, or you may have lesser consumer debt than I have, and you feeling better about yourself. It's like, man, this cat, he ain't making six figures. He got lupus. He got one income. How's he getting by? Learn how to budget. Get an emergency fund. Start paying down your debt. Stop spending. It's almost as simple as that. And, keep track of your progress, which is what I'm doing, which is what I'm sharing in my videos. But anyway, I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover. I'm going to tell you what time it is. It is 4:18 a.m. Why am I dressed up? Because I'm going to go pick up my groceries in a couple hours. I got to take my first set of medications at 5 a.m. I've got to make a little breakfast and eat at 6 a.m., take it to the bulk of my medications at that time, and then the store opens 7 a.m. I'll be picking up my groceries. I'll be back home, and then I'll be studying all day today, all day tomorrow to practice tests, and that's going to be my weekend. So anyway, if you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. You'll know when I post my videos. You can find me at youtube.com/@LupusLifestyle. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you all take care.